Anyway, alright, today we will be talking about Buddhism. And in order to tell you about Buddhism, we all have to reach intergalactic oneness. Alright, so we're all going to do a chant. I'm going to teach you my favorite chant. I recently got into Buddhism a little bit just because I had to support my friend in the death of his grandfather, and we had to become monks for a day. And so, the chant goes like this. Let me do my thing. Okay. Now you're gonna repeat after me. All right. We're gonna do each thing singularly, and then we're all gonna do it together. All right. Now I'm gonna sit down here because I'm really cool. I'm gonna sit like a master. All right, guys. Repeat after me. Way. Lis. Dab. Ace. Alright, you guys can do it all. Now you guys just try it. Way, lis, dab, ace. Now we're going to do it over and over again for a second.
Way, lis, dab, ace. Way, lis, dab, ace.
Will is the best. Will is the... Okay, you guys got it. Anyway. Alright. Anyways. Alright, having just a mild understanding of Buddhism and different world religions can help you become a more developed and well-rounded person. I understand you guys thinking, there's a white kid who decided to shave his head and come in here in a martial arts uniform. Who am I to be telling you about Buddhism? Well, I myself am a former monk. I myself am a former Buddhist monk. I dedicated a good portion of my life to Buddhism. I was, at the temple from 5 in the morning 8 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, every day for 1 day. It's a pretty big deal. And so, anyway, understanding the guidelines of Buddhism, the daily life of a monk, and the Shaolin temple, in my opinion, will make you a more worldly person because I feel like they're the most interesting aspects of Buddhism. Anyway, Madhu Bazazwangu wrote in his 2009 book entitled Buddhism that Buddhism is a path to spiritual enlightenment. Alright, now you want to know what Buddhism is. Buddhism, basically, in short, an Indian prince a long time ago, Siddhartha Gautama, you guys probably learned this in middle school or something, high school, basically realized that suffering is eternal, and he went in search to find a way to stop it. And to reach enlightenment, which is the way to stop suffering, a Buddhist monk must realize the Four Noble Truths. Four Noble Truths. First one, that suffering is a fact of life. The second one, that suffering comes from desire. Any desire or craving brings suffering. The third one, that there's a way to get rid of the suffering in your life. And the fourth one, that way is the Noble Eightfold Path. You guys have probably heard this before in high school, middle school. And then that was explained in Diane Morgan's 2010 book, Essential Buddhism, is when she explained the Four Noble Truths. Alright, and with the Four Noble Truths, now that you understand that, the way that you follow the Four Noble Truths is the Eightfold Path, is what I said, and that is, first one, right view, or understanding. Basically believing in Buddhist things like reincarnation. I don't believe in it, but reincarnation, karma, stuff like that. The second one, right intention, which is basically getting rid of your ego. Getting rid of your ego, having, I think they said, unattached passion. So basically you're a very passionate, very happy, loving person, but not attached to anything. That way there's no risk of suffering if that thing was gone. Right speech, you have to speak very properly. Walk around, don't say any swear words. If you have anything bad to say, basically keep it to yourself. Right action, don't kill people, stuff like that. Right livelihood, that's basically like you're making a living, how your job should be right. There's different rules to Buddhism, and you should not break the rules if you're a Buddhist. When, for right livelihood in your job, you shouldn't break the rules. right effort. Basically, it said actually don't give enough effort to achieve your goals, but not too much. That can bring something. Right mindfulness. Basically, be mindful of your feelings, your actions, and everything, and understand why you feel a certain way. And that'll help you to be happy. If you can understand why you're feeling things, you can understand how to change how you're feeling to be a happier person. And right concentration, and that gets into like meditation and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting, but I don't have time for that. Anyway, now that you understand the rules and different guidelines for Buddhism, you can understand their strict daily life. Their daily schedule, when they wake up in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, meditate and chant all day. Well, not all day, for 4 hours, 2 hours. And then at 6 o'clock, walk through the neighborhoods of the village, and you receive donations of food from all the different people, because they feel like it's good merit for them, and they'll be able to reincarnate into something better if they donate to the monks. At 8 in the morning, you eat breakfast, which was donated. Then at noon, you eat, or right before noon, you eat lunch, because afternoon, no eating of solid foods, no dinner, no nothing. Right before noon, you eat lunch, if you feel like it, And then at 1, you have classes, like you can go to school, you can take your Buddhist classes. 6 o'clock, meditation, and then 8 o'clock until whenever you go to sleep, you do homework. Every day, for years and years and years. Anyway, daily life. My time as a monk, one whole day. Actually, it enlightened me in a lot of different ways on the different rules of Buddhism that you wouldn't normally learn in just your average Buddhism book or your freshman year history class textbook. There's different things like you gotta shave your head. You're supposed to shave your eyebrows, but I was like, I don't think so. And then different, like their view on women. You can't look at women. You can't talk to women. You can't be close to women. If the woman touches your robe, 50 lashes. It's a big deal. You can't, like, if you're walking down the hallway and there's a woman there, and they understand the customs, so get away, get out of your way so you can walk. It's pretty interesting. It was an interesting day. You have to have poise all the time. You have to maintain your posture, always walking up straight. No smiling, no frowning, no extreme emotions. Just walk straight. Be proper. You have to refer to other monks as Jwa. Like my good friend here is Jwa Kiko. That's what we called it. That's him, next to me. He's bald too. Anyway, and you can't wear closed-toed shoes. I didn't know that, so I walked around barefoot all day, but other people wear sandals. It's pretty interesting. Bust out the chanclas. Then you're eating. Also, you can't eat in the afternoon. You can drink, but you can't eat. Not alcohol, but you can drink like water and stuff. Alcohol's bad for you. Exercise. You can't actually exercise. You're not allowed to exercise. No physical exercise. You're not supposed to work out and stuff like that. That's a big deal, which is weird. I don't understand that. Your robe is supposed to be your life. These are all things that I learned in that one day. Your robe, you can't get it dirty. Nobody can touch it. It's a very sacred robe. And the chanting, you chant all day. It's very exciting, the chanting. But now that you understand the daily life and the guidelines of Buddhism, we're going to get to the interesting part. Not that wasn't interesting. I loved that day. It was crazy. I feel like it was my calling. But now we're going to learn about the Shaolin monks. National Geographic video, by the way, so it's legit.
Some 1,500 years ago, the leading Chinese Kung Fu school, Shaolin, was established and has been a major influence on the development of Kung Fu ever since.
Okay. Alright, now that's, when you think of Shaolin, you think of Chinese monks and stuff like that. That's what you think of. You think of Dragon Ball Z, you think of Airbender, you think of Shaolin Showdown. That's what I think of, at least. That's why I got into it. But these actually, the Shaolin monks, people think, who are they? Because No violence, no physical exercise. That's a Buddhist monk life. So what's with these guys? These guys live in the Shaolin Temple in China. They Meir Shahar in 2008 book, The Shaolin Monastery, said that they become arguably the most famous Shaolin, or the most famous Buddhist monks in the world because of their martial arts skill. These are the only monks in the world that train physically, the only monks in the world that train in martial arts. They've been featured in lots of movies, not these guys personally, but they've been, different, Dragon Ball Z, whatever. But Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee have all played Shaolin monks. They train all day long. They train their body and mind. They punch stuff all day long to train their fists. People whack them in the head all day. You see the guys who, they break the brick, or someone hits them in the face with a stick, and I don't do that. That's cool. That's all right. I don't need that. They train their body. They just all about the spiritual. But they do all the same stuff. They meditate all day. Practice their powers. But yeah, now you understand the difference between stereotypical Chinese martial arts guy versus actual monks throughout the world. And so, whether or not you're interested in Buddhism or Shaolin, understanding the different world religions can really help you to become a more well-rounded, worldly person. It'll I feel like it'll help you understand the diversity throughout the world. So now that you understand the rules, the daily life, and the Shaolin monks, hopefully it will help you to become a more worldly person. And now you know a really cool chant.